You know, the next thing is, man, Craig Mack was the one that jumped Bad Boy off. And you know, and they bad that Craig Mack, who died from AIDS, that man, he got brainwashed so bad from Diddy and got done so wrong. The man went to South Carolina and joined a cult with his family until he died of AIDS a few years ago.
Diddy had a court hearing or a court appearance, and a lot of the headlines were, because you know there's no cameras in there, but the journalists that were in there said that when Diddy came out, that he was drastically showing weight loss and drastically looking a lot more gray and tired. I wanted to see if you had any thoughts on that, on his appearance, and if you had any thoughts on the court hearing itself.
Well, the weight loss, okay, yeah. You don't eat like you eat. He ain't drinking like he been drinking. I think he was popping bottles. You know, it's a lot of sugar. He definitely ain't eating like he is stressing. They don't sell Dark and Lovely in there, y'all. Niggas can't get that shit Dark and Lovely.
Oh my God! You won't believe what's happening with Diddy behind those prison walls. My sources just dropped some absolutely shocking news about his health situation, and honestly, I'm still trying to process it all. Get this, a prison doctor has reportedly confirmed something that's left everyone completely speechless. Our boy Diddy might have caught a deadly disease while he's been locked up. Can you believe how the tables have turned? From living that ultra-luxurious lifestyle to now facing these brutal prison conditions, it's like watching a Hollywood drama unfold in real life. But here's the tea that's got everyone buzzing. People close to the situation are saying Diddy's lost an alarming amount of weight. And honey, it's not just because of that nasty prison food or him turning his nose up at meals. The word on the street is that he's battling an acute STD while he's locked up. As we all know, Diddy's been cooling his heels in jail for several months now, waiting for his trial that's scheduled for May 2025 to
now he appeared just astonishingly thinner, which you can expect to be inside a federal detention center for a couple months now. A lot different from the luxury lifestyle that he was living before, but he appeared very noticeably thinner, and maybe being locked up in detention is starting to wear on him. He appeared grayer a little bit as well too, but again, he appeared just like how you would expect Diddy to appear for a hearing. To now he appeared just astonishingly thinner, which you can expect to be inside a federal detention center for a couple months now. A lot different from the luxury lifestyle that he was living before, but he appeared very noticeably thinner, and maybe being locked up in detention is starting to wear on him. He appeared grayer a little bit as well too, but again, he appeared just like how you would expect Diddy to appear for a hearing.
But hold on to your seats, because this is where things get absolutely wild. Remember all those whispers about Diddy's, let's say, diverse lifestyle? You know, the rumors about not just women but male escorts and those hush-hush down-low activities? Well, darling, apparently old habits die hard, even behind bars. Word on the cell block is that Diddy's got himself quite the little fan club in there, a group of male admirers who are doing everything for him, including making his bed. But honey, let me tell you, this isn't just about keeping his sheets crisp and clean. These relationships have allegedly gotten much more intimate, if you catch my drift. And let's be real, protection in prison isn't exactly easy to come by, which brings us to the devastating news. The shocking allegations suggest that Diddy might have contracted something deadly serious while he's been locked up. And just when you thought this tea couldn't get any hotter, guess who jumped into the mix? Miss Jaguar Wright herself. In her signature no-holds-barred style, she spilled some piping hot tea during a recent interview. According to Jaguar, Diddy's allegedly been dealing with HIV, and she claims she could name at least 20 other men in similar situations. She's hinting that this scandal goes way deeper than just Diddy, but she's keeping those other names under wraps for now, saving them for her upcoming show naturally. Let's backtrack for a moment, shall we? Our boy Diddy got himself arrested on September 16, 2024, facing some seriously heavy charges. We're talking SA by force, fraud or coercion, conspiracy, and transportation for you-know-what. Now the
Sean Diddy Combs investigation. New surveillance video shows Combs being taken into custody in a Manhattan hotel last week. Our senior investigative correspondent, Aaron Kotursky, is at the scene of his arrest. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning to you, Robin. This is the hotel where Sean Combs was arrested a week ago. You can now see how that arrest went down. This morning, watch how federal agents took Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs. His lawyer said Combs had come to New York 2 weeks earlier with the intention of turning himself in. He did not expect the agents to be waiting at his hotel last Monday night.
Ever since that fateful day, Jaguar has been relentlessly coming for Diddy's throat. And darlings, you should have seen what went down during her October interview with Piers Morgan. She absolutely did not hold back.
How dangerous do you think?
Thank God.
How dangerous do you think he is as a person?
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met. A lot of people have been questioning, well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him. I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil.
How dangerous do you think, thank God, how dangerous do you think he is as a person? I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met. A lot of people have been questioning, well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him. I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil. Oh, the drama. She straight up called him the devil. Can you believe it? But wait, there's more. Jaguar went on to drop another bombshell, claiming that Diddy's entire career was orchestrated by powerful industry figures who wanted to control the culture and keep the music industry running their way. She basically painted him as their puppet, their demon doing their dirty work. And honey, she didn't stop there. She claimed she's been trying to warn everyone about both Diddy and Jay-Z for years, calling them both monsters whose actions were swept under the rug. Until now. Now this next part is absolutely shocking. Recent reports are saying that Diddy is flat out refusing to leave his cell at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn.
P. Diddy ringing in the new year with a jailhouse meltdown, at least according to some new reports. All this comes as the disgraced singer spends his first holiday season behind bars, and a judge rules one of his accusers can remain anonymous. By now you're well aware that 55-year-old Sean Combs, also known as P. Diddy, is being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. He's facing federal charges of conspiracy by force and transportation to engage in prostitution.
This little prison cell drama is causing absolute chaos with all his legal proceedings, including those multiple SA lawsuits he's wrapped up in. Tony Busby's assistant spilled all the tea in a letter, revealing that Diddy's stubborn refusal to cooperate is throwing everything into disarray. From serving legal papers to scheduling and managing these cases. Can you believe they're having to reschedule conferences because our boy won't even step out of his cell to accept service? Not even once. Now, everyone's speculating about why he's acting this way. Some insiders are whispering that it might be connected to these alleged health issues. I mean, if those HIV rumors are true, it's possible poor Diddy is struggling with the physical effects and doesn't want to show his face in public right now. Makes sense, right? But others are saying it's all about paranoia. And honey, apparently his paranoia is through the roof. The word going around is that he's so terrified of being poisoned that he's straight up turning away some of his meals.
Other advice I would tell him, maybe he should get on the Jewish diet. Because the kosher meals is way better than the food somebody else is making for you. At least they're going to come hot, they're going to come sealed, and you got to be the one to open them. That's very important.
And let me tell you something absolutely fascinating. When you consider all these wild allegations floating around about Diddy allegedly pulling some shady moves himself, like possibly poisoning people to cause pneumonia-like symptoms, it's no wonder he's paranoid about someone giving him a taste of his own medicine. And it's not just idle gossip, darlings. We've got real insider perspectives on this. A former inmate, Larry Levine, actually came forward saying that Diddy's fear of being poisoned isn't as far-fetched as it might sound. And get this, Diddy had the absolute audacity to demand his own personal nutritionist in jail.
Diddy's eating.
Well, I got an inside source there at MDC, and if they knew who it was, they'd really plot. When people go into custody, they have anxiety, they're depressed, a lot of things go through their mind. And one of the things they do is they stop eating. Look what happened to Jeff Epstein. I got people every day saying, you think they're going to Epstein him? And I go, well, I really don't know. Imagine if someone paid someone off on the inside to actually poison his food, give him a heart attack, and he dies. And no one would really think anything of it. So that may be one of the reasons he's not eating. There's a possibility that he wants to go on a kosher diet. It's prepared a little bit differently. It's like it's a religious diet.
Can you believe it? He wanted someone to come in and help him get back in shape after prison life started taking its toll on his famous figure. But honey, the prison system shut that down real quick. They weren't having any of his diva demands. Now, here's where the plot thickens even more. This whole refusing to leave his cell situation has got everyone's wheels turning. Is he really just hiding away because of these alleged health issues and their physical effects? Or is this all some clever strategy to dodge even more lawsuits? Some people are convinced it's just a delay tactic to keep the legal system at arm's length. And oh my goodness, you should see what social media is saying about all this. One person didn't hold back, writing, "Don't let him die, I want to see him in court to face his dirty actions." But others are showing a bit more sympathy, saying things like, "Can't blame Diddy for crying in his cell when he's fallen from so high to so low, especially knowing the weight of not only his legal issues, but knowing some big players are out to get him." But even in the midst of all this drama, would you believe our boy Diddy is still being, well, Diddy? The scenes playing out at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center are giving us better entertainment than any reality show. Here's the real tea. Diddy is apparently all in his feelings because Luigi Mangone is stealing his thunder inside those prison walls. Can you imagine? The inmates are showing Luigi all this love, and Diddy, who's used to being the center of attention everywhere he goes, is not taking it well at all. Sources close to the situation are spilling that Diddy's throwing actual tantrums because Luigi is being treated like some kind of folk hero. One insider even dished that Diddy's ego is still bigger than life. Are we even surprised? Though of course, Diddy's spokesperson is trying to shut down all this jealousy talk, calling it false. Now here's the thing. Luigi is actually in solitary confinement, so he and Diddy haven't even crossed paths. But apparently the inmates just can't stop talking about Luigi's backstory. They're absolutely loving how he's been open about his struggles with back pain and his beef with the healthcare system. Which, let's be real, is a hot topic among prisoners, especially given this jail's reputation for subpar healthcare. Luigi's also winning fans for his boldness in taking on a CEO, which has really fired up some critics of the healthcare industry. And get this, Luigi knows all about his growing fan base. Sources say he's actually getting emotional about all the support, and it's giving him this newfound confidence. People are calling him a hero, some are even lusting after him, and honey, he is living for it. Meanwhile, poor Diddy is stuck in general population, reportedly feeling like his star power just isn't cutting it with his fellow inmates anymore. Talk about a humbling experience for someone who's always lived larger than life. Let's not forget, Brooklyn's MDC isn't exactly new to housing controversial figures. It's the same place where Jeffrey Epstein met his end, and where Sam Bankman-Fried is currently residing. So Diddy's dealing with quite the trifecta: competition for attention, legal battles, and the harsh reality check that prison doesn't care about your celebrity status. So what do you think, darlings? Is Diddy's paranoid behavior really because of these alleged health struggles? Or is he just playing games to avoid facing the music? Could Jaguar Wright's explosive claims be exposing the real truth? Or is this just another wild rumor in the celebrity gossip mill? Drop your thoughts below.